Fellow sneaker buyers, wearers, collectors, whatever it is you do or like about sneakers, the Regular Guy Sneakerhead is here with another fire review on an amazing pair, as well as a complete breakdown on that pair and the series it comes from. You ready? I'm talking about the Air Jordan 5 Wings 2025 release, a release from the Wings program or the Wings Initiative or even the Wings Scholar Fund. It's been called several different things since its creation. Jordan Brand officially launched the Wings program in 2015 to provide educational opportunities and mentorship to the youth. Although it was officially launched as the Wings program in 2015, it has existed in one form or another for decades, like the Jordan Fundamentals program that ran from 1999 to 2009. The program itself is a global community investment initiative providing education, mentorship, and scholarships to students. The program was born from MJ's belief that greatness lives in every young person. They just need access and opportunities to unlock it. As of 2025, the program has had 4,000 recipients worldwide and 350 students received scholarships just in 2025. Now, Jordan Brand has dropped several dope installments since the Wings program started in 2015, but it all started in April 2016 with the Air Jordan 12 Wings. This Jordan 12 looked a lot like the playoffs Jordan 12, but the difference was it had gold accents instead of chrome, and it was a black overlay on the upper that over time would wear away to reveal a gold wing feather pattern, hence the wings. It also had some other little subtle differences, but most of all, it was the wear away upper that displayed the wings after it wore away, as you can see in the pictures I posted. Now, this pair released only in select Jordan Brand partnerships, tier zeros, and there were only 12,000 pairs released worldwide, and they were numbered. And it was a fire pair. The next pair in the Wings lineup was an Air Jordan 1 High OG that released May 17th, 2017. And just like its predecessor, it also featured a wear away upper. It started out looking like a tarnished gold or bronze, and then the tarnish would wear away to reveal a shiny gold or bronze upper. And they were also limited to 2,000 pairs and numbered as well. They came with dust bags and premium packaging just like the 12s did before them. On September 29, 2018, they dropped their first edition of the Air Jordan 5, which featured a hand-drawn design that is said to leave no two pairs looking alike. In 2019, a Wings Jordan 4 was made in extremely limited quantities and only given to friends and family of Jordan Brand. This is a pair I would love to be able to get my hands on. I definitely like the colorway too. Blue is one of my favorite colors. February 12th, 2020, they released the Jordan 10 that, despite being a decent looking pair, didn't do too well. I mean, you could probably find them right now, dead stock, box and all, for 100, 120 bucks. Not bad. It's a pair I like and want to go back and get later. You can let me know your thoughts about them in the comments. 5/14/2021, they dropped their second Jordan 5 in a low top version. This was a low top black satin Jordan 5 that on one side had 20 for 2020 graduates, and then on the other pair had 21 for the 2021 graduates. It also came with a black tassel instead of a hang tag. They were a decent pair, but it released during the pandemic, and I think it was kind of a miss. Not really sure. Let me know your thoughts about them in the comments. On June 10th, 2023, they dropped their next release in the Wings series, the Air Jordan 2 Wings H. And the reason it was called H is because it was a dedication to Howard White, a man who has been a Nike exec since its beginning days, and who, if you've watched the movie Air, you'll know, was a big part in getting Jordan Brand signed with Nike in the beginning. On July 30th, 2024, they dropped an Air Jordan 3 Wings that featured roses and flower themes, as well as a nod to Portland, where the creator of the shoe come from, who was a Wing Scholar recipient herself. A very dope pair that really was kind of slept on, in my opinion. Now, myself, I'm a big fan of what the Wings program is doing, and I've been a big fan of the releases. There's not one that I don't want to have. I don't have all of them, but I look forward to being able to eventually have all of them, and that's my plan. Now, as of now, the first pair in the lineup I have is this beauty, the Air Jordan 5 Wings. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these because that's not what this video is about. But since I'm talking about the Wings collection, I figured I'd touch on these, the pairs I have in my collection. That's the Air Jordan 5, the first 5 they worked on. Then this is the Air Jordan 2 wings, H, the one I spoke about. It's got the H on the back. Got the little wing design right there on the side. Nice pair. And then the 3 with the little rose gold wings hang tag, the little see-through back with the Jumpman and the rose behind it. Got the flower pattern on it. You know what I mean? Decent little pair. Not bad at all. Now, I'm looking forward to getting the rest of the pairs in the collection. And as I do, I'll let y'all know about them. But those are the pairs I have in my collection currently. Well, except for one. But before we get into that, I did want to touch on the fact that supposedly for 2026, we're going to be getting the Air Jordan 13 wings released. Now, I don't know any news on whether it's a high, a low, what the colorway is, when we're actually going to get it this year, but I did hear that for 2026, we're getting the Air Jordan 13 wings. I'm looking forward to finding out more, and I will definitely let you guys know when I do. Now, finally, this brings us to the review on the Air Jordan 5 wings 2025. Now, just a little bit real quick before I open the box and get into the shoe. This shoe was made as part of the celebration of the wings' 10th anniversary. There were only 7,337 pairs of the Air Jordan 5 Wings 2025 released to the public. And that number is not by happenstance. If you pay attention, the first half, 7 and 3, and then the second half, 3 and 7, both equal the number 10. Just a little Easter egg for you and another nod to the 10 for the 10th anniversary. Now, as you can see, these came in a blacked out box. The Jumpman with the wings under it. And then you can see the size tag. These were a women's release. So I got a women's 12, which is a men's 10 and a half. And then right off the bat, you see, in this family, no one flies alone on the lid of the box. I got them from GOAT. But then it also comes with this little card here. It has the 10 with the Jumpman in it. And it says wings underneath. And it says, we imagine a world with endless opportunities for young people. Thank you for being part of our 10-year Jordan Brand Wings journey. Together, we've ignited a movement that empowers culture-defining communities and inspires future generations. Let's continue to champion this legacy and shape a brighter future for all. Then, as you see, the other side has more on it. And it says, in this family, no one flies alone. It's not just another mantra. It's the Jumpman way. While MJ's hands famously created magic on the court, it was his mind that opened up game-changing opportunities off of it. Through the Jordan Brand Wings initiative, we provided transformative programming and unparalleled access in our mission to level the playing field for youth around the world. 10 years later, it feels like we're just getting started. This special anniversary Air Jordan 5 is a dedication to a decade of breaking down barriers and enabling others to fly. Here's to the next era of innovation, collaboration, and positive impact. Nice little message from those at Jordan Brand. And then, of course, you have the pair. And right away, you see, instead of the normal 23 that normally comes stitched on the side, you have a 10, which is another nod to the 10th anniversary. But the Easter eggs aren't done. Yes, another nod is this colorway. See, this satin upper is in a tin or aluminum colorway. And for those that don't know, tin in aluminum symbolizes the 10th anniversary. That's right. Whenever you give a gift to someone for a celebration of their 10th anniversary, the gift should be either colored or made of tin or aluminum. That celebrates and symbolizes the 10th anniversary. Hence, the aluminum colored satin upper. And I mean, they did their thing on these, man. Then they got the velvet interior, the Jumpman with the wings under it on the inside, as well as on the back. Then, as you see, he's got the little silver tassel, as well as a little hang tag / charm with the 10 with the Jumpman in it with the wings on it. Other pair is basically the same for the most part. And then you see there's a handprint on the bottom. And you might not believe it, but this is Michael Jordan's actual handprint on the bottom of this shoe. And another little neat Easter egg is when you put it together, it's another 10, another nod to the 10th anniversary. Then you take a look at the front. In this family, no one flies alone. Again, it's on the lid of the box, it was on the card, and it's on the front of the shoes, and that's for a reason. It's a mantra, but it's also a banner that hangs right at the front of the opening of the Jordan headquarters. And it's Jordan's main mantra for the Wings Initiative. Be there, look out for each other, make sure everybody in the family pulls each other up so no one can never fall. And that's a good message for anybody, man. No matter whether you a team, a crew, a family, whatever it is, man. If everybody up and everybody doing good, nobody can ever be down because you got everybody else to lift you back up. Anyway, that's my full review on the Air Jordan 5 Wings 2025 10th anniversary edition, as well as a complete breakdown on the Wings program and the releases. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you hit all the buttons, subscribe, follow, all that if you haven't already. But most importantly, please stay tuned and keep coming back. I always engage with anybody who engages with me. So if you have a thought, a comment, anything at all you'd like to say, jump in the inbox, jump in the comments, whatever, and say it. I'll always engage back. The regular guy sneakerhead enjoys communicating with the community. Thanks again, and stay tuned.